YouTube audio ads are here, and in this video we're going to be discussing exactly what they are, when to best use them, and how to actually go about setting them up inside of your ad accounts. What's up? My name is Neil, and before we jump into it, over 90% of you guys watching this video right now are not subscribed, so please subscribe to the channel.
Do it now.
So what exactly are YouTube audio ads? Well, they're kind of like regular YouTube ads, but they only appear on audio only content on YouTube. So this is going to be things like podcasts or audio compilations, think like ASMR or white noise or music. So you're going to have sets, playlists, things like that. They can also appear in the YouTube Music app. Yep, that's a real thing that people pay for. So you might be thinking why exactly you might want to start using these YouTube audio ads. Well, one of the biggest reasons is because one, they're new, so that means not a lot of people are using them. That means the CPMs on audio ads are really, really low compared to some of the ad platforms. Two, it is a brand new inventory. So if you're somebody that's looking to scale accounts, this is a great place to put new ads on. And then I also want to mention that these audio ads are going to be great for two specific campaign types. One is going to be branding and awareness type campaigns. So if you're running, big campaigns, this is just another inventory that you can place your ads on. And then the second most important thing, and I think this is going to be really useful for a lot of people, is going to be for remarketing ads. Again, this is another placement that you can, reach some of your retargeting audience on. And because the CPMs are so low, it's going to be super effective for remarketing campaigns. Hey, really quickly, do you want us to run your ads for you so that you can get results like this or this or this or this? In that case, check the top link in the description down below. And now back to the video. Now, there are a couple of things that you need to consider before you go out and launch a lot of these campaigns. The first is all of these audio only ads are going to have to be less than 15 seconds long. So think like radio style ads. And because they're audio only, you are going to have to fit in a lot of that information really quickly. So the same fundamentals for a lot of the ads apply. You're going to want to hook people very, very quickly, deliver on your promise, and then have a call to action. Now, one of the things, because this is an audio only type of ad, your call to action may not necessarily be click the link in the ad all the time because, people may be away from their devices when they're listening to audio on YouTube. So just keep that in mind and test out several different CTAs, whether it's to go visit a website or click the link in the ad itself. And some of the best practices, especially for remarketing audiences, is going to be calling out your remarketing audiences inside the audio ad itself. So what do I mean by this? If you are remarketing all of your cart abandoners, you can say something like, hey, listen, you left something in your cart. Here's an extra 10%. Go grab it right now by visiting mywebsite.com. Right? So those sort of audio ads, keep it under 15 seconds and you should be golden. All right, let's jump into my computer so I can show you exactly how to set these ads up. So we're inside my test account in the ads dashboard. You're just going to want to create a new campaign like regular. And like I said, there's two ways you can go about setting up an audio only campaign. You can use the create a campaign without a goal guidance, click video, and then come down to audio only. Or you can go under awareness and brand consideration. I like sticking with awareness and brand consideration because I think your ad actually goes out to a lot more people, thus keeping the CPMs a little lower. But this is something you're going to want to test within your own ad account, of course. So same thing, just click video because we are running a YouTube ad, and then go under audio here. Once I've named my campaign, I'm going to go down to bid strategy. One of the only things with this campaign type is that you will only be able to do target CPM bidding. Don't worry, I'll explain exactly how to make that work for you. Let's go over budget, and I'm just going to do a daily budget of $20, and it can go in forever. Location, United States, Canada, it's perfect. Languages, let's go English. Now, one of the things to note about the audio only campaigns, you do want to run them on TVs and tablets because a lot of people are going to be listening to audio only campaigns there. However, what I would recommend is based on your call to action, whether it's click the ad or go to a website or take another step, you're going to want to have to separate out those devices. So if the call to action is going to be click the ad, again, you don't really want to be running that on TVs because it's so hard to click the ad, right? So for now, we're just going to leave it as all devices. And before I go down any further, I do want to let you know that you can take off networks. So what I recommend is that you start off only by placing your audio ads on the YouTube network itself, not the video partners in the GDN network. just because cost will probably be lower if you find that you're getting great results. Again, this is something that you can scale with afterwards. And then we're just going to scroll down into the ad group section. I'll just call this test ad group. And then you can go in here and check off all of your targeting parameters. If you don't know what you're doing inside of your targeting parameters, make sure to check out my 2023 targeting guide on all of the different YouTube targeting options. Now, I'm just going to pick a random interest just for the demonstrations of this ad. Let's just go with luxury shoppers. And that's pretty much it in terms of my ad group settings. Again, you can play around with this depending on what sort of offer you're running. Okay, so let's go into the actual ad itself. Like I mentioned, the ad has to be between 6 and 15 seconds long. So any sort of video that matches that, and you can go in and put in your call to actions just like how you would in your normal ad creation. And that's pretty much it. Once you've gone in and put in your call to action URL, notice that you won't be allowed to put in a description. It's only going to be your URL just because it's an audio only ad. So what you can also do is test a bunch of different audio ads within the ad group level itself. Again, if you want to test this out, go for it. What I recommend is you only have one ad per ad group per campaign. But again, if you're working with thousands of different ad groups, feel free to do this. All right, let's go down and talk about bidding, because this is going to be the one thing that's going to throw off a lot of people. I've made complete separate videos on exactly how to do bidding with Target CPM. You guys can go check that out after. But the long story short is you want to start off with whatever the recommendation with Google provides right here. So in our case, it gives a target CPM of $8.65, which is quite high, right? We did pick a very high intent luxury shopper audience, right? Again, if I expanded that audience a little bit, the CPMs would come down. Now you can see that on the right hand side, my average CPM is going to be around $6.90. So what I can do is actually go in and pick a number between that suggested amount, right? So if my average CPM is going to be between $1.40 and $4.10, perfect. $5 is fine. What I will do is I will let this ad run for a few days. And if I see that it's not spending, I can go in and kind of move this bid closer to that $8 mark that they kind of recommended. Or if I see that it's spending too much or it's spending the entire budget very quickly, what I can do is go in and reduce the bid. This is one of those things like you're going to have to kind of test out and figure out and find this sweet spot in. But again, I would say generally go with the amount that YouTube or Google recommends, if not slightly lower. And that's pretty much it. You just hit create campaign, and that is how you create YouTube audio only campaigns.